Welcome back to the second video. Uh, the first video, I got a couple of subscribers and almost hit double digits for the views, so I'm pretty chuffed with myself. That's some good progress we're making. So let's just get straight into the charts. Basically, I'm here to give you my daily roundup of how things are going, and I check these charts every day because I'm basically going to be taking profit this year. I'm going to get myself out near the top, and I'm going to try and help you guys get out near the top as well. So first things first, just have a quick check on the SP 500, just the traditional markets. It's a nice uptrend on the weekly. Nasdaq, nice uptrend on the weekly. Home builders, nice uptrend on the weekly. The Russell, nice uptrend on the weekly. Gold, nice uptrend on the weekly. This year, everything's moving in a bubble, and it'll probably top sometime this year, and that's why I'm trying to get out. So, all of a sudden, all good, uptrend still intact. Total market cap, breakout, retest of the old time high. If we jump down onto the daily, it's now broken through the trend. It's almost just touching it, and it's all it's done is it's made its move up, and it's just consolidating. This is like when you do a 100-meter sprint. Not like I do any of that, or I'm sure most of you don't do it, but if you do a sprint, you need a wee breather, get some water, take a rest, and get ready for the next move. That's all that's happening here. It's holding above this trend. It's chopping up that pivot point, so everything is looking good on the total market cap. Moving on to Bitcoin. We have now moved into a range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just ranging through. This is what Bitcoin does a lot. It'll spend its time ranging. I think that one was 8 months, 9 months last time. This one was maybe 6 months. A lot of the time, 80% of the time, Bitcoin is just ranging. 20% is where the move is. And once that move comes and people try and get in, then it goes back into the range. And that's what chops people up. You either capitulate on the price, where it just shoots right down and people get scared, or it capitulates on time, where you just can't be bothered. It's too boring. It's just dragging it out, and then you end up, just sell it. And it's only the people that stay, and they can get put through all that, either the capitulation on time or through price. If you get through that, you get these moves like this. So right now we're in the range for Bitcoin, and it is just what it is now. It's we don't know where it's going to go, up or down. For me personally, the move up, consolidate, move up again. This is just a classic. And if you think about it, this is the fourth year of the cycle. So we got the timing side of things. Technically, we got that technical analysis side of things, and we got the fundamentals of the new Trump administration. So everything's come together for this big year. And we also have all the traditional markets not blown off yet, but all moving in strong uptrends. So I just see this as a range. It might play out for a wee bit longer, but I think it's going to break out. Might come back and retest, sweep the lows and come out. But either way, we're not playing moves. We're not here to take profit today, tomorrow. We're here to take profit on the big move of the 4 years sometime this year, and the charts will tell us when. Bitcoin dominance. Look at this. This was in such a huge uptrend. This is why it's so important to stay in the high time frames, just to really see what's happening. Trending all the way up, break a trend, retest, lower high, lower high, lower high. So we want to see this come down to around about 56.5%, from eventually 54.5%, and as soon as we get a close below that, the fireworks are starting. ETH Bitcoin, this is ETH. This basically compares ETH and Bitcoin. If they were racing, who's winning? Bitcoin's winning, because ETH's lagging behind. But Bitcoin has ran so far, so hard. Is it ETH's time to start to catch up? And as soon as it starts an uptrend, this means it's having higher returns than Bitcoin's given. So if Bitcoin's given 10%, ETH's given 20%. And I think we are getting close to the bottom here. We're in the timing window of this year. Bitcoin dominance tends to rotate. It tends to start giving Bitcoin tends to start getting outpaced by Bitcoin, by votes for this year. And we're looking for this big parabolic blow-off move. And you can see ETH RSI divergence. It's kind of bottoming them. And what we want to see is it to get in through this huge trend, slip back into that, get a higher high, and break above this. Once we break and hold above this line and these EMAs, ETH is going to go on a rocket. It is going to go absolutely parabolic. You see what happens, ETH. It goes absolutely outpaces Bitcoin. And see, it comes all the way down, outpaces. Comes all the way down, outpaces. Comes all the way down. It's ready to outpace again. So this is what we're watching. This is very important, because once ETH moves, that is, if Bitcoin's a king, ETH's a queen. You know, ETH is the one that leads. Usually, ETH's the biggest alt in the market. So once that starts moving, everything else starts moving behind it. Total 3. This is the total crypto market, minus Bitcoin, minus Ethereum. And what we have here, if we're on the weekly, this is a huge cup and handle. There's your cup, there's your handle. And this has a measured move from here to here, put it here, of the market cap to 2 trillion. So this is getting primed. It's hit this. It's pulled back into a nice fib level here, retesting, supporting some of the bull market. And this is just ranging now. So if this carries on ranging for a wee bit longer, this carries on ranging for a wee bit longer, and then breaks out, that's sound. We just adjust. Up and handle to here. So the chart pattern is valid. But we just track this. I mean, this is so bullish. This is getting the whole move. We test. This is getting ready to move. This is my favourite one. Others. Total market cap excluding top 10. So this is where the more risky, degenerative people hang around, and I think I'm one of them. So here, still in the massive wedge, technical analysis just working perfectly. It's broken through. It's now retesting and holding that huge trend line for support, and it's also holding the bull market support EMA. So this is all very, very, very bullish. Now, if we zoom into the daily, we see a tap 1, 2, 3, 4. It normally breaks on the 4th or 5th time. And look at the gap. 1, 2, 3. Long, medium, short. It's getting shorter. It's getting more coiled. It's getting ready to go. With huge volume. All while trending, consolidating above the main trend lines, all holding support. This is so strong. It's so strong. And with everything that's going on, once it breaks this, touch that, once we're up there, we're not far away from the all-time high. And once that breaks, hold on, because that is the trigger for the alts just to go ballistic. So we got a couple of charts you can hopefully, I know it's only the second video and maybe some of you have just seen this for the first time, but as time goes on you'll start seeing how these charts work with each other to develop the whole picture of how things are looking. UST dominance, so this is basically the dollar in crypto. And when the dollar dominance is high, more people are holding the dollar. And when the dollar dominance is low, more people are moving from the dollar into crypto. So the dominance goes down, so it's not as much. And what we want to see is another huge wedge. Huge support line here. It's been support since 2018 and it's just broke it and it's consolidating. And it's taken its time, but this is such a huge trend line. It will take its time. Now we're on the weekly and it's consolidating below. So if you look at others, it's consolidating above the trend line. It's very bullish. This consolidating below the trend line is very bearish. And it might consolidate a wee bit longer. It's got up until March, end of February, March, where it has to break out because there's nowhere else for price to go. And that's when we should see the breakdown. And once that breaks down, that's everyone flooding all their money into crypto from the dollar. And all that money flooding into crypto, the buy pressure pushes it up. Because the price is going up further, people get more excited, so they buy. So the more people start buying, and then that goes up, and then you just get that absolute mania stage, the parabolic blow off top, and that's what we're looking for. The Dixie, this is the one that holds the key. You know, so many people have been saying, when's the alt season, when's the alt season? You can't have the alt season when the dollar's just been consistently going up since September. Everyone's putting their money in the dollar. As I was saying yesterday, it's maybe because they wanted to just get confirmation of what Trump's policies were going to be, his executive orders. But there is no way that this is staying high. Trump has to do, his whole thing is to sell the oil, and to do that, he needs a weak dollar so that exports are more attractive. So on the daily, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's broken the fourth. Or you could maybe hit that as a fourth touch up and then a break. But a fourth one's probably, and you can see similar distance, shorter distance, shorter distance, shorter distance. It's kind of all peaking up. High, lower high, break. This is all looking so good. So you get the daily, the weekly. We were looking for a couple of days until this candle closed. We want this candle to close below here. That's the first step. Then we want to see a close below this candle here. And then that's the confirmation. So we also have, this is the ceiling. So you imagine the way I described it was being on a trampoline and you just jump straight into like a concrete wall, a concrete ceiling. You just dump straight back down. That's like a ceiling you're trying to get through. Some ceilings you can get through and some ceilings you can't. But if you look, you see these wedges, but if you look on the monthly time frame, I mean these wedges, this is from 1999. Look at that dollar wedge. It's so crazy. And the bigger the time frame, the stronger that is. So if that ever got up to there, plus having that double top there, that is an absolute wall. You're just going to dump down straight from there. So if we ever got up there, the crypto market will be crashing. It will be crashing. But once we're up there, if you have money and your dollar is up here and crypto will be crashing, it's going to bounce from here and dump. And instead of getting the alt market that I'm thinking about here, from here to here, this crazy alt market, we'll get the crazy alt market from here down to there, which will just blow everyone's mind to pieces. So, but to be honest, I don't think it's going to get up here. We've already hit this one, and if you look on the monthly, this is a top and tail candle. We've got 9 days to close on it, but this is a candlestick reversal pattern on the monthly time frame. This is very, very strong. If this closes like this, it's another thing to add. We've got a monthly candlestick. We've got a weekly breaker trend. We're into resistance. You know, we're on the right time frame. Trump's just come over. Last time Trump came in, he devalued the dollar to get the oil exports, so most likely going to do the same again. So this is right now, you know, others, I love that, that's my chart, but we are keeping our eye on the dollar here, because this is going to be the key to what we're doing. So you remember, the crypto market's only a small, tiny percentage of the thing like the dollar, the world reserve currency. This is a huge market. So this is the backbone of the world economy. So we need to keep our eye on it. I'm going to have this dialed in every day, tracking it all and seeing how things are doing. The last one for us is Ethereum. Everyone is saying Ethereum's dead. It's just not performed this market. But for me, I don't hold any Ethereum, but the ETFs came out, and I think they're just building a monster position in ETH. The price is being suppressed while these positions are being built by the big money. And if you look at Ethereum and Bitcoin, potentially bottoming. So once that starts going, ETH will start going. And ETH is in a bullish pattern right now, head and shoulders. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. And once it breaks out, that will just send Ethereum and the altcoins flying. So you can see a lot of these charts are positioning like that. And then what is going to be the narrative, I think we're going to get Ethereum staking in the ETFs. And once that starts happening, the money will start flowing into the ETFs and start driving up the price massively. But you can see how once that price breaks that, around about 4,000, 4,100, the news will all start talking about it. Ethereum staking have sent the market, but you can see the market, the big money's already positioning themselves. Run it up, push it down, then buy it up, run it up, push it down, and buying it up, run it up, push it down, buying it up. Because they're not retail. We can just buy little bits here and there, and we don't change the market. They have to make these big, long, drawn-out moves so they can get their big position in. Coin on liquidations, not too much happening. It's very much just consolidating, nothing too crazy. You can see here the liquidations are starting to build. Just on that, we can talk a bit about the range. So what normally happens is Bitcoin goes into these ranges and they start building up liquidity here. Now this is the liquidations level for people going short, or the stop losses. So as soon as it goes up there, it liquidates people or forces them to buy. And now people down here, this liquidations for people going long. And it'll force them to sell on the stop loss. So you think some of the markets, it's going to go short, some of the markets going to go long, and they keep this range going until there's enough here, there's enough there, and then what they'll do is they'll normally sweep highs, take that liquidity, come down, sweep the lows, take that liquidity, and then off it goes. The range has done its job. It's built liquidity both sides, and the market has liquidated everyone, and then it moves up to the next level. That's the brutal reality of it. But that's why we check these charts every day. Keep listening to me. I'll keep you right. Like and subscribe. And you know what? There's no one listening to here, so if anyone's subscribing or anyone's listening, what alts do you want me to chart for you? You've got a guy here who's gonna do anything for views. Give me some charts, give me some coins, I'll chart them up, or if you have any suggestions, let us know, and I can do them in the next video. Especially while we're just getting off the ground here. Why not do some shows just to help you guys out as well? So like and subscribe, and I will speak to you tomorrow. Cheers.